going to be the plan.
Money Monday, baby.
Good, John.
Let's get it.
Happy Money Monday to you with the Meltons plural. Usually I'm the producer of the show, but today I wanted to glow with you.
Isn't that so kind of you?
Get it? Ha, ha, ha.
He. We're glowing, in case you were wondering. And we don't mind it, except we actually do mind it. But that's okay, because that's just the way it is. When you do live videos from your desktop, they're simply not as beautifying as the cellular telefono. Anyway, listen, I'm really excited because we had an epic weekend. We had a virtual conference, and today we're going to share with you the biggest takeaways to help you become a top producer inside your network marketing company. We heard from some of the top leaders from all over the world, and I think it's going to be valuable for you, for your teammates. I'd recommend you share this broadcast if you're serious. You're not just interested. You're not just curious about how to become a top producer, a top earner, one of the big dogs inside of your company, but you are serious about it. There's a big difference.
I agree.
Being interested and being serious. Wouldn't you agree with that statement, Nadya Melton?
Baby, we look good.
Of course, we always look good.
Here, let me bring this up a notch.
Because you make me look good, baby.
Oh, that's sweet.
Could you share this into my team Facebook group also? That would be super duper fantastic. Although I'm not allowed. Guys, I have been blocked by Facebook.
Baby, don't speak that.
So Ray thinks it's because if you comment in 3 different groups all within a short period of time, not 2, but 3, Facebook doesn't like that. It doesn't tell you that. It doesn't warn you. It just says you're blocked until further notice. Actually, it said till 5 p.m. today, ironically.
Oh, wow.
Which is typically the time of our Money Monday. Yeah, that's what it said.
Wow. Well, be shocked.
Unacceptable.
I know.
Messing with my money. So let us know in the comments if you're wanting to be a top earner. Let us know if you were a part of the virtual conference this weekend. I know we have a lot of people from our team that'll hop on here as well. And then we have people from all different companies. So this is going to be valuable. This is going to be some like social media tips. It's going to be some mindset stuff. And Nadya also crushed it.
I did. Thank you, John.
We got to partake in a training together.
Yes, we did.
We got to speak for about 28 minutes to be exact. And Nadya was hilarious as usual.
Oh.
Maybe a little something on your tooth. It's like something black. I thought you should know because they might be able to tell.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not. It's just like right. It's like right in there. So if anyone was wondering what that is, I think it's from her green drink, but I could be mistaken. Oh man, I cracked myself. You know the funniest part about it?
Oh gosh, what is the matter with you?
The funniest part about it is people probably couldn't even see it, but I saw it. And like to me, it's like, what if they could see it? Oh man, that's funny.
Just when you think you're ready.
Just when you think you're crushing it. I didn't notice until we went live. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Have another, baby. Have another green drink.
Oh my gosh, I can't even deal with it. I can't even deal with it.
Saving that for later.
All right, Ruth says she can see it. I'm gonna trust you, Ruth.
You can't see it, but I can.
I can't even get out of the camera. Oh, I know.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh,
that's too funny.
I can't even get out of this. See? Oh gosh. I think we should start over. Oh baby, go ahead. Start talking valuable nuggets. I can't even smile. Oh, I'm really glowing now. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm gonna get out real fast. Literally my makeup is running.
Oh man.
Oh wow. Okay.
Whew, that's the hardest I've laughed in a while. Oh man. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. Wow. Oh man. And I'm not going to start all over because you know what? We're just going to roll with it, baby. We are going to roll with it. So listen, for those of you that are sharing the broadcast, those of you that are tagging people, we really, really respect and appreciate you because you are loyal to a fault. Just kidding. But you know, you're sharing the broadcast and we're not even providing value. Actually, we probably are providing value because I guarantee some of you are probably laughing just as hard as we are. Woo, man, that is funny. Anyway, so we're going to get into it. And I want to know in the comments, how many of you are in network marketing companies that are doing virtual events. Our company, as an example, decided they're not going to do any more live events until summer of next year, which I totally respect and actually agree with. I know a lot of you are in different companies where you're doing virtual events. And I know a lot of generic trainers, like Ray Higdon's event is virtual. GoPro is going to be virtual. Tony Robbins events are virtual now. So for those of you that are plugging into virtual events, your company's doing virtual events, here's one takeaway. And this wasn't really the training, but it was just what a lot of my teams did. And I freaking loved it. So a lot of our teams, what they did is they got together, they rented an Airbnb, or, they got together at someone's home and they had 5, 10, 20, 30, 50 people get together and watch the entire event together as a team. And I absolutely loved that idea. So that was one of my biggest takeaways from this weekend, that if you have a conference coming up or you're attending a conference, get together with people. Like, I'm not saying you should get together with hundreds of people, but getting together with 5, 10, 15, 20 people, not a bad idea. And if, you have any concerns with COVID and stuff like that, don't do it. But for those of you that are like, man, I really miss being with my people, I wish our event wasn't virtual, I want to go see the people, be with the people, you can still make that happen. You could rent an Airbnb, just a really, really cool idea. Another thing too, is our company has already decided to announce next year's event as a virtual conference. So I've got people already planning on renting Airbnbs, getting together. Also, our team decided, because they canceled our escape trip, that everybody's going to still promote the escape trip. It's just, we only have like 35 rooms, I think. So a lot of my team is actually still going to go to the event, and they're obviously going to have to pay for it out of pocket. But a lot of them also, maybe got bonuses for the event getting canceled. So there's just creative ideas that you can come up with for those of you that are maybe having events get canceled, trips that are getting canceled. There's still some different ideas. So that was one big takeaway. Another thing that I thought was really great, so I went into the groups and I was asking, what were people's biggest takeaways? Because the tough part for us sometimes is that we've been in the profession for a really long time. So there's very little that we hear for the first time. There's very little that Nadya or I hear and go, wow, I've never heard that before. But there's sometimes epiphanies or reminders, right? Or people on your team that go, my biggest takeaway was this. My biggest takeaway was that. So I kind of like, paid attention and was asking people what they thought was really valuable. And another thing that a lot of people said they loved is the idea of doing power hours, which those of you that follow us, we teach the FAME formula, where you do follow-up, ATMing, marketing, and expanding your network for 1 hour a day, where you're taking 15 minutes and focusing on 4 different sessions of money-making activities. And getting together with your teammates, right? A lot of my teams, they actually do power hours once a week, or they do power hours every day. Obviously all these things are optional, but basically instead of working by yourself at your desk, doing your power hour, you can get together with other teammates and do those power hours together, where everybody dials into a Zoom and they're doing their power hours individually. Maybe they got music playing in the background, whatever's going on, but they're doing giveaways and, helping people with, different conversations and situations. Did you want to come back in, baby?
Yes.
Okay, come on in.
Oh my gosh. I really love it when you turn. Could you demonstrate that again?
When I do what? Oh, when I turn. Oh, yeah. So I pulled my neck, and Nadya thinks it's funny.
Well, because it's not funny, baby, but
she pulled her neck about 2 weeks ago, and I thought she was being dramatic.
And now God has taught you that. What?
This is the second time this has happened to me, so I'm getting used to it.
I hope you're feeling better, baby.
Baby, that was really funny.
Welcome back. Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
So we're using this new black, what do you call it, a black drop?
Black
backdrop. Because Nadya decided, which I did suggest this in the past, and finally she implemented. Although you did it without me. Mm-hmm. That was not easy, I'm sure.
I know.
She decided to turn our desk around.
Please.
So that way the light is over there instead of behind us.
Right.
Did you guys notice? Anyway. Power hours are the friggin' bomb, Mindy.
All right,
I concur. Joy says, I love power hours. Candy says it's good stuff. Yeah, somebody's just getting together with your teammates. Mm-hmm. Maybe reach out in your team chats or reach out to a bunch of individuals within your organization and see if they want to get together to do power hours. I think that's a really great idea. Another thing, and this was actually something that we used to do, but there's so many things you could do on social media. So we haven't taught this in a while, but it's asking questions. And really specifically asking a question. You sign up people that don't have great engagement. Yep. How many of us smash the heart button if you've ever enrolled someone and they didn't have the best engagement? You know what I'm saying? So get them to ask a multiple choice question. Like, would you rather cook dinner or do the dishes? Right? Get them warming up the algorithm, get them warming up their engagement and their audience a little bit before they do their first curiosity post or before they do their first live video. So I thought that was a really good little tidbit because, you do sign up people that are kind of like, not used to using social media. Yeah. They don't really have good, valuable posts, but that's a really good one. Another one that we used to promote the heck out of was the say hi. What is it? A lot of you see my posts, but you don't say hi. Yes. So drop it to the comments and say what's up with like a selfie. That post typically goes viral.
Right. Yeah, just some kind of introduction post, right? A little something that's easy for people to engage with. What I've learned on Facebook, people love to engage with, cute pictures, right? Usually up close and personal. So get up all into that camera, do a beautiful selfie, right? It's like, have you seen that fun?
Just make sure your teeth are flossed first.
But now you can also mute it now. There's apps. If you did take a gorgeous photo and you can't even believe it's you, but you do have a little something in your tooth, you just mute it a little bit, right?
Little Photoshop action.
But yeah, so I think that's a really cool idea, right? So what we do is we teach a couple different strategies to help people launch their business. But if you could also have this amazing pre-launch strategy, and I think that it could be more customizable, right? So if you're just building your team, you're in the beginning stages, like get up in their newsfeed, see what they got going on, and then you could make those personal recommendations, whether it's like, hey, skip saying the name of the company, let's update your bio, let's make sure you have a good headshot photo, right? Let's activate your followers button. So when you do start doing those public videos, maybe you're going to do the 3DW Facebook Live launch formula. You want to give people an opportunity to follow your public posts because you know what it is? Sometimes it is about the product that you're bringing to market, but sometimes it's about the person doing it.
Right.
And we've all seen people that are part of the same company. One person does really well. The other person struggles. What's the difference?
Truth.
So for some of us, we may want to take an opportunity to jump back in there, re-engage with some people, get the algorithm warmed up, right? Before we actually go do that curiosity post to quote unquote, alert the elders that we're launching a business. I really love that. Yeah. That's really good.
And I just thought it was really great because, if someone says, oh, would you rather do the dishes or make dinner, A or B, and you get like, let's say 100 comments on a post, it just kind of gives someone confidence that they do have a lot of friends on Facebook. It's funny. You get people that are like, they have like 300 friends and they do a post and it's like crickets. It's like the tumbleweeds are going by. So this is a great way just to kind of boost their confidence a little bit and give them something neat to get some engagement. I mean, it's not like a post that's going to help you generate leads per se, but I tell you what, the reason I like engagement posts, even if it has nothing to do, you can do a post right now. Like, who do you got in the NBA finals, Lakers or, the Heat, or, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl this year? And you could say something funny like, and why do you think it's going to be the Ravens? Like I could do that, right? Yeah. Just to get conversation going. Cause I know the Ravens are going to win it all this year. Next Monday, we got to face the Chiefs at home. I'm a little nervous, but it's going to be exciting. Point being, engagement posts can be a really great way just to get the conversation going, to get people activated on your social media. And it could be something so simple, like, Netflix or going to the movies. Like, just think of like an A/B multiple choice question. Again, I thought it was a really great idea for someone that's brand new getting started, or someone that's planning on doing a curiosity post to warm up their algorithm. Another thing that people loved from this weekend is the quote, tough times don't last, but tough people do. Love it. That's one that's really good. I think we've all heard that one before, but people loved it. And then where is the Les Brown one that It's the
Tracy says, I never
third
knew
one down.
about how to get the followers. Can you please explain it? Yes. So Tracy, what you can do is you can go into the settings on your profile. And then if you don't know how to get to public posts, like essentially what you're going to do is you're going to allow anybody see your public post. So basically they come to your profile, and once you turn it on, they'll have an opportunity to either send you a friend request or just to follow your public posts, right? So if you're not sure how to go about doing that technically, you can just always Google it. And have you guys seen how Facebook is trying to like make all kinds of changes? Every time I log in, they try to get me to do the new theme, and I just keep going back to the old one. I'm just not ready to relearn the whole thing.
But it's not that different.
I know, but it just looks so different. And I'm already kind of like learning, you know, how I challenge myself every day with the things that are really on my big to-do list. And I'm just not ready. So I just know how Facebook is. They continue to change stuff. So when in doubt, just Google it. But what's really important, right? In business and in marketing, money follows eyeballs. And what's really becoming more and more important on social media is who is paying attention to you. So having those conversations is so important. Having an overall strategy of, okay, so I am serious about my business. And I know that people do business with people they know, love, and trust. So do you have a plan for your own, you know, for your own following, for your own community, to come up with beautiful content that resonates with your brand, but then also peppering in those curiosity posts? And then the question is, okay, do you have a simple system for your brand new person that's just getting started? Maybe social media is like a foreign language to them. You know, what can we teach them that's very, very simple that they can execute to create that initial engagement wave, and then, you know, be building it step by step by step.
And actually, I'm glad you mentioned that, because one of the big takeaways that everyone liked from this weekend was when some of the trainers would talk about gardening, which you talked about that, baby.
Yeah.
Because you're planting seeds, right? Every time you have a conversation, whether you're building a relationship, you're following up with someone about products, you're talking to someone about the business, you're planting seeds. So even if someone doesn't get started now, it's not no forever. It's just no, not yet. No, not now. But you're watering the seeds with your brand, with your marketing, right? Building up that relationship. Anywho, and woo, Nadya, Melton, you were so much fun. So other takeaways, I really like this one. This was good. When you hang out with dogs, you're going to get fleas.
Wow.
So be careful who you're hanging around. Also, and this is from Rita Davenport, actually, she said, poverty is a gift. Otherwise, you wouldn't have any feeling of accomplishment and your story would suck. I added in my own lingo on that. Your story would suck.
That's
Poverty
true.
is a gift because you wouldn't have any feeling of accomplishment. If it was just given to you, if it was easy. Growing up without money has been my biggest motivator in my life. Bless their heart when someone hurts you. And then she said the quote that it wasn't Les Brown. It was the Harvey guy, Steve Harvey.
Oh.
I like when he said, and she said this too, you have not because you ask not, which is obviously from the Bible. So a lot of people love that. I loved it as well. Would you be excited? Oh, wait, that was actually something I wrote down. This was just something I was going to do for a curiosity post.
That's right, Julie. That's deep. Yeah.
Challenging times have not come to stay, but they've come to pass. Woo! Oh, and then also the last one that she had that everyone really liked. Get your ask on. Get your ask on.
Well, explain what you mean by that.
What do you think it means, if you had to guess?
Go ahead.
Asking people to take a look at the information.
I like that.
You like it, baby?
I do.
Oh, and, it's really good. Also, everyone really liked, Bryn talked about the Bob Heilig popcorn analogy. And the one that I wanted to add, remember from that training we did a few years ago?
Yeah.
Where the popcorn will start popping at different times, right? So some of your businesses, it's going to pop off at different times, but not if you keep opening the door. That's a good one, right? That's the problem with most people that put in the popcorn and they keep opening it. Imagine if you kept opening the door every 5 seconds of the microwave. How long would it take that popcorn to pop?
Right.
And that's how some of you are analyzing your business. You've been doing it for a month or 6 months or 2 years, and you keep opening the door.
Yeah.
And you can't figure out why you're stuck.
That's so good.
Is there anything you want to share from this weekend, baby?
No, I love it. I just think it's so important to create that full immersion. You know, there's something really, really magical when you can just put yourself in a room, like lock yourself in a room,
focus
for, 8 hours, whatever, couple of days, because what happens is it's like you're taking that long bath of goodness.
Ooh.
And you're letting all of this stuff to just melt away, all of the daily, like little annoyances and little worries and kids and household stuff, right? And you're able to really fast forward that learning curve for some of us, especially those of us that are just in the beginning stages of building the business, or maybe you've been doing it for a couple of years and you're not yet seeing the results that you feel you deserve. What happens is when you're able to fully immerse yourself in the training, is you supercharge that battery, right? I know for me, like I am I'm just relentless when it comes to constantly plugging into like bigger events, right? I just know how much it's done for my business. So you guys, if you haven't been to an event in a long time, I want to encourage you to sign up for one, whether it's a company event, whether it's a virtual event, right? There's so many people now that are like reinventing themselves. Like it's pretty awesome, actually. I'm digging it. But I do think we need to lock the door when we sign up for a virtual event. I do think we need to treat it like, man, like I'm going away on a weekend, like retreat, and somehow create a situation in your house, or what you talked about, right? If it's a situation with your team where you and the team, you're together, right? And it still creates like that bonding experience, that exclusivity, that full immersion, right? There's more energy, there's more people, there's like no kids, no distractions, and you just focus. And when you're able to focus and you're able to really look at what it is that's going on with your business, you'll look at your own like skill set, you get to the bottom line of where you are, what are the facts, what do you need to learn, where do you need to be? You figure out your DMO, and then you start to sweat. You elevate your energy to the next level of vibration. I do believe next level of energy, next level of vibration is what's going to attract more people into your life. It's going to attract more opportunities, more people that are going to want to follow you, but it's going to take that immersion experience. I do believe it. So once a quarter, I think for those of us that go, oh, well, that's how often should I go ahead and, pursue with this beautiful plan of energy elevation and skill set optimization? Well, I will tell you, once a quarter. If you can't do that, once every 6 months, a couple times a year, I think it's really a must, especially with how fast stuff moves. I mean, my team just updated me today, John, on what's happening with social media, some new updates. I mean, Facebook is shifting stuff. Instagram is changing. Who knows what's happening with TikTok? I mean, the word on the street is, are they going to ban it? Are they not going to ban it? I mean, are they going to put a Band-Aid on it? I mean, stay tuned, right? Stuff is like evolving so quickly. So as an entrepreneur, I think it's so very important that we continue to invest in ourselves. We continue to elevate our mindset. We continue to plug in to an energy charger to continue to strive for success.
That's right, baby. If you don't plug in your cell phone, what happens?
It dies.
It's true.
It's a tragedy.
Sometimes you forget.
I love it. And that's why I have you.
I make sure it's charged for you. I even charge Nadya's charger.
I know. Thank you, John.
It's very important.
It's you surround yourself with people that cover your weaknesses.
She can have her phone like on red and it doesn't bother her. She's like, oh, it just died. Now I got to charge it. Where I have like my phone's fully charged all day.
Good for you, John. Be prideful about that.
Be prideful.
I love it.
But it really is. It really is crucial. If you're not getting the results in your business, which most of us are not where we want to be, events are everything. And it's funny too, because even we sometimes forget how powerful events are.
Yeah.
Like I sometimes forget, and then I plug in to an event. Like the way we structured the event, there was like these 2-hour like sessions. So on Friday, there was the VIP. We spoke second. And then there was a couple other, one training before us, a couple other trainings after us. And that in itself, just those 2 hours, people were like out of their minds excited. And then there was the Friday night session, which was phenomenal. And then Saturday, I think there was like a morning, afternoon, and then an evening session. So each were like 2 hours, I believe. And then they did game night. But that was it. It was just 2 days. It was all virtual. Obviously, we would have preferred it to be in person, but there are literally thousands and thousands of people inside of this group. And there's people that are now going back and watching the replays, or they're watching some of the training over again. So the whole reason I say that is it's imperative. If you're serious about your business, like I asked you in the beginning, are you interested? Are you curious in building a profitable business, or are you committed? Are you serious? Because if you are, the major key for us over the years has been self-development. Right. Plugging in to training, learning from people that are winning. Network marketing is a personal development program with a compensation plan attached to it. So you become a better version of yourself. And it's sometimes hard to understand or comprehend or wrap your mind around the potential until you get around people that are playing at a higher level, until you get around people that are crushing it. Maybe they're crushing it on the customer side. Maybe they're crushing it on duplication, onboarding. Maybe they're crushing it on team building. And that's the thing. If you were to interview 10 different leaders, 10 different top producers, they all kind of have their own style and their own personality and how they do things. But you get takeaways from everyone's story, everyone's way of doing things. And I think ultimately that's why we were promoting Rank Makers Live. That's why I've been promoting that, which is in a couple weeks. How many of you are going to be plugging into it? It's going to be off the hook. If you got a company event coming up, look, I told everybody the week of, I was like, if you want to double your business, double the amount of people you have attending the event, because events can do more than anything else. Anything else. There's not a campaign, a giveaway, a training that you can do by yourself. There's nothing you can do that is more impactful than an event, than getting people to an event. Now, again, if you can't do a live event because virtual events are the only options, like we've mentioned a couple times now, get together with your team. Get together with your team. If it's within reasonable distance where you could get together, rent an Airbnb or do something together as a team, even if you are watching the event together through Zoom, that would be a pretty cool idea, a pretty cool way of everyone getting together in a virtual setting. So hope you guys got value from today's Money Monday, especially those of you that got on early and you got to see us have a good time and crack up to a point of where Nadya had to leave. Yeah. She had to leave the training. She had to leave the video. I had to scooch out. Could you see my pants in the video? Yeah, totally. Not at all. Not at all. Oh, okay. See, I now dressed up fully. You look good. How many of you guys, if you work, drop me an A, please. Drop an A if when you're doing anything virtually now, right? Like a Zoom training, whatever, you fully dress like top and bottom, or drop a B if you only dress up top and then you got like sweatpants or like shorts or whatever. Like pants are optional, right? B would be your choice. I like shorts. Gym shorts specifically. Anyways, we love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you loved it. Let us know what was your favorite tip that we shared. And I think my big takeaway is funny is never goes out of style. Like when in doubt, you just laugh and you have a good time. And then what happens is everybody around you, it's like you're going to be the fun table. Have you ever been in this situation, right, where you're in a restaurant and it's quiet and then there's a table that comes in? Usually I'm a part of that table, truth be told. I mean, we just went out with Laura for her 40th birthday. You guys were the fun table? And we were a little bit fun. And, you know, because of my vocal cords and me doing my voice lessons, I feel my voice has become even more vibrational in many directions. It really projects. Yes. Anyways, so if you've ever been in a situation where you're in a restaurant and you see the table that's having so much fun, they're laughing so hard, you like can't even help. What are they laughing about? But you want to like go be the fly on the wall. Like what's you so funny? Sit at that table because they're laughing so hard, right? So when in doubt, I want you to remember that funny is just equals money, right? Laugh your way to success. This is what I recommend. If you do need training and you don't have any events coming up, just go sign up for masterclass.com. How many of you guys have heard of it? Masterclass.com. I'm not an affiliate. I think I should be now. And if you guys know Queer Eye, the show, Tan from that show he just launched his own styling class. And I'm so curious. I've been meaning to watch it because it gives me ideas for business too.
Anyways.
That's right, because you can watch every training in there.
Yeah.
If you pay the $97.
Yeah, I think it's something really, really cheap. $97 a year or something. Maybe it's $197. I can't remember. But they have all these like famous people in their respected industries teach a class. So I took a class from Steve, what is his name? Martin.
Steve Martin. I was going to say Harvey.
I know. I wish Steve Harvey would do a class on comedy, but Steve Martin,
Nadya. Steve Martin.
Anyways, he did a class on comedy. And, I think we should all invest a little time to learn how to be funnier because, let's be the fun table.
And make sure you floss before you go live.
Oh, my gosh. You stop it. Stop it.
I can't wait to watch this from the beginning.
Release it. I know.
Release it.
Yeah. Well, good. LOL, says Julie.
So if you want to be a top performer, get after it. Take some of these tips. Run with them. I want to know, are you going to do some power hours with your team?
Yeah.
Are you going to be more consistent?
Minimum.
Are you going to show up with positivity?
You better.
Another thing that I thought was good is Bryn Lang shared not to say anything negative about yourself for 30 days. And it took her 268 days or something like that.
Wow. Out loud or in your mind?
To finally go 30 days. I don't know. Probably in your mind, because out loud, who says negative things about themselves out loud?
You'd be surprised.
Do you say negative things about yourself out loud?
Well, you just said it about me out loud.
Well, I said it about you, not me. I don't even say it out loud to myself. I can hear myself.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, yes. Well, good. I love it.
Tracy's going to take the 30-day challenge.
I love it, Tracy.
Nadya could definitely teach a comedy class.
Oh, man.
As funny as she was virtually, she's even funnier on stage.
Oh, please, baby. Settle down. You're such a complimenter.
I'm settled.
Settle down. All right, you guys, we're going to let you go. Go crush it.
We'll see you next Monday.
That's
Money
right.
Monday. Peace out. Bye-bye.